I'm Rashmi from Just Tutors, and today we are going to learn more about reaching the age of adolescence. Under this topic, we have three subtopics to complete. The first is secondary sexual character, role of hormone in initiating reproductive function, and the third is reproductive phase of life in humans. Before completing any one of these, we have some pre-assessment questions. Do make sure you complete these questions before proceeding further. If you complete these questions, you would have a really good understanding about the further topic. So, going ahead, and this slide talks about secondary sexual character, as we talked in our previous video, that from the age 9, it's called the age of adolescence to the age of puberty, that reaches up to age 19 and more. Secondary sexual characters are the feature that distinguish between male and female. So these are the features that help us to recognize a male and a female. So for the male, there are like facial hair, chest hair, underarm hair, hair above thighs or public areas start to grow. Whereas in girls, the breast begin to grow, underarm hairs, hair above thigh, or public areas started to grow. So these are the differences in male and female body. Hormones control the changes in a human body which occurs at adolescence. So as soon as the human body reaches the stage of adolescence, hormones starting working and they started bring the changes in the body. So there are chemical changes and are secreted from endocrine gland or endocrine system. So in male, it's like there is a hormone that termed as testosterone start to form by a testicle in a body from the starting of puberty. Female hormone which develops the breast also begin from the starting of puberty. Proceeding further, and we have some more about secondary sexual character, that when these hormones produce, they are in control of another hormone which is secreted from pituitary gland. That's an important term to remember. Hormones are released by endocrine gland in bloodstream to reach target site. In female, reproductive phase of life begins at the age of 10 to 12 and ends at the age of 45 to 50. And why the reproductive phase is in this duration, we will have a better idea about it on our further slide. So during that age, there is a monthly cycle goes on in female that termed as menstruation cycle. Is a regular natural changes that occurs in a female reproductive system which is responsible to make pregnancy possible. So menstrual cycle is the term that responsible to make pregnancy possible, or in another sense we can say if menstruation cycle is there, only then a female will able to reproduce. It occurs in between the duration of 28 to 30 days. The first menstruation is known as menarche and the last menstruation is termed as menopause, or the age of 45 to 50 when the woman stop menstruating, and that phase is termed as menopause. And that's why they are able to reproduce till 45 to 50. Here we have some more about secondary sexual hormone, and here we have gonads or sex gland. A pair of testes form the gonads in male. Testes are located in a structure called as scrotum, which distend below from abdominal region to maintain low temperature. Low temperature favors the formation of sperm in the testes. Testes are also secrete the hormone testosterone, as we have discussed on our previous slide, that this hormone plays an important role in the reproduction system. Proceeding further, and we have some more about functions of testosterone. Testosterone initiate and control the changes in male occurring during puberty. These changes are called secondary sexual character, which include deeper voice, development of penis, facial and body hairs. Testosterone are also control the growth and menstruation of sperm in male. So these are some features or some characters that reflected when the testosterone hormone came into function. Reproductive phases in male. The reproductive phases of life begins at puberty. The reproductive phase of life ends from puberty to 70 years of age. So if we talk about females, it goes up to 50 years, whereas in males it goes up to 70 years, more than 20 years than a woman. So here we have gonads in female. A pair of ovaries forms the gonad in female, whereas a pair of testes form a gonad in male. Ovaries are the female sex organ that lies one on either side of the abdominal cavity. Ovaries produces two hormones, namely estrogen and progesterone. The reproductive phase of female is marked by a menstrual cycle. So here we have another two important hormone that comes in function in female reproductive system, that termed as estrogen and progesterone. Proceeding further, and we have some more about functions of female sex hormone. That estrogen controls the changes that occurs during puberty, like feminine voice, soft skin, and development of mammary gland, growth of pubic hair, and control the release of mature egg. So these are the few symptoms, or you can say the characters, get reflected when the sex hormone comes into function. Progesterone controls the uterine changes during menstrual cycle and helps in maintenance of pregnancy. So here we have the important hormone, that is progesterone, that comes in function. Reproductive phase in women. Reproductive phase of life in women starts from the puberty and extend till the age of 45. Menarche is the first occurrence of menstruation, whereas menopause is the stoppage of menstruation. Proceeding further, and here we have a little more about menstruation. The shedding of the uterine thickening along with its blood vessels at the end of menstrual cycle is called as menstruation. So this is the process goes on in the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle takes place in every 28 to 30 days, so it goes on in monthly duration. One ovum is released by either of the ovaries during one menstrual cycle. In the absence of fertilization, ovum and thickening uterine wall are disrupted and are shredded off as menstrual flow or bleeding. So this is the reason that why the bleeding occur in every month to the woman. So because of no fertilization, the ovum and the thickening uterine wall are disrupted and are shredded off as menstrual flow. Bleeding continues for 3 to 8 days. Menstrual cycle involves menstruation of ovum, release of ovum, thickening of uterine wall, and menstruation. So it was a detailed explanation about female and male reproductive hormones and other keywords related to them. I hope you get clear with most of the topic. We have some question based on the topic we have covered. If you find any difficulty while getting the answers, you can get back to the video and understand the lesson one more time. And please do make sure you complete all the answers before ending this lesson. Thank you for watching. For more, please visit justtutors.com.